So, again, uh, thank you so much for joining me. First of all, I'm going to talk about the material we are going to use, which is painting with acrylic. And for this beautiful lemon and blossom, lemon in general, we need the yellow color. I have the yellow and I have the white color to make them lighter. But for the shadow part in lemon, I'm going to use a little bit yellow ochre and reddish brown. And even if you have a little touch of green would be nice to make it more look like the real lemon. And for blossom, which is white, we have the white color in general. We need a little bit blue and the yellow ochre for the shadow part. The yellow ochre and the blue doesn't matter light or dark because we need a little tiny bit and would be okay for the shadow part. For the leaves around, so we need the green color. We have already yellow to make the green lighter or even white. And we need black to make it darker or even dark brown. If you have any of them, would be great. So in general, we need yellow, white, blue, green, brown, or black. We need all these colors. Even if you don't have any reddish brown, if you have red, just the red color, we can mix it with, yeah, we can mix it actually with yellow ochre and get a little like reddish brown like that. Or even we can make a little bit orangey with our yellow to make the shadow part or the darkness on top of the lemon. So these are about the color and the paint that we need to work with, but I'm going to paint on top of different surface. Sometimes I go on top of the canvas, sometimes of wood, sometimes it depends, tote bag or something like that. And this is a masonite wood that today I'm going to work on top. Most of the time, if I go with acrylic paint, it's okay to just jump on top of this brownish part of the wood and work on top. But if you would like to work on different medium like oil, I don't recommend to right away go on top of this because we need to build it first. We need to add a sand on it. We need to add the gesso on top for 2-3 coat and then make it ready for oil painting. But acrylic has a glue inside and stick to any surface. So if we would like to have a texture, we are not need to make ourselves in a challenge to add a gesso on top of it. So it's okay to right away jump on top of the wood surface, any kind of wood. This is masonite wood and a little bit dark color it has. So I'm going to work with this one. I have it already and prefer to mix my paint on top of the palette paper, which is just one paper sheet I can put in a garbage. So it's so easy to work with, but plastic plate from dollar store or even any kind of surface or even glass, all are perfect for mixing your paint. So this is ready and we need the brushes. So we have flat brush, fan brush, angled brush, round brush, and filbert, which is curvy. We have many more shape in the brushes. I recommend any of them which is comfortable for you. Very welcome to work with them or any of them you have it around. But I am very comfortable to work with this shape of the curvy brush, which is filbert brush in different size. So if you work with the larger size, it's better for the larger size of canvas. We go with the larger size of brushes as well. And if we go with the smaller surface, like a details, so we can move on with the smaller brush. For this specific one, we don't have any teeny tiny details, but just in case for a center of flowers, if we need to add some details like a circle of the round, the details of the center of, on flowers, so we need the round brush, which is better to be pointy like that. Round, pointy. The tip is important to give us a clean surface in our painting. So these are about that. I love to work with palette knife, mixing my paint first of all with palette knife. Even sometimes I use on my canvas and work with the palette knife, which is so cool. If you have it, it's a good option to work with. And we need glass of water, and we need a rag or napkin to clean our brushes, or even towel. So any of them you have around, that's great to be close to you. Okay, so if you are ready, I can just put the paint on my palette, and then I'm going to start with a quick drawing, the big shape of each item that we have, and then start layer by layer building them as a start of painting. So for adding the paint on top of the surface of my palette, I start with lighter tone and then move on gradually to the darker tone. So the lighter tone is the white color, and I'm going to use the titanium white. So we need, depend on the size of the canvas you are going to work with, you can use more or less amount of paint. So after that, I'm going to add yellow. I have this light like a lemon yellow, which is very bright. This is lemon yellow. It's a little bit light. You can use that one. Already is lighter than cadmium yellow. But if you have cadmium yellow, it's okay. You can use it, and then you can mix it with white color to make it lighter. So I need more yellow. This is new. So this is lemon yellow. And I do lemon. What is this one? Let me see. Okay, this is cadmium yellow. Cadmium yellow has a little bit orangey. So if you see both of them beside each other, this is warmer than this one. But you don't need to have both of them. If you have just one, would be okay. And then yellow ochre. Yellow ochre has a green inside. It's so useful color for in general in everything in our painting. You can use it for the flower, you can use it for the leaves, and we already use it for sure for the lemon as well. And a little bit reddish brown. Reddish brown is the same as brown, but it has more red in it. If you have just dark brown and red, you can mix them and add a teeny tiny white and get something close to this color. I don't say 100% is this color, but something close to that. Just in case, I add dark brown as well for my leaves. I like my palette has more color and more paint, but some of them you can mix the other color and reach that one. You don't have to have all of them at the same time. But I love to have a different color beside mixing them. And the green color, black and the green. My green is, what is this? It's Dunker. It's a deep green color. But if you have any green like sap green, Viridian green, it's okay. Sap green has a lighter tone and a little bit warm, but Viridian green has a bluey tone in it, so it's okay. You can even make it warmer with this yellow color that you have. So yeah, so we have all this color. I'm not adding any red so far. We'll see if we need it. I can mix brown with as a yellow, as a reddish color, but we'll see. If we need, we'll add the red as well. Okay, so these are the palette that we have. And I just would like to, first of all, as a quick drawing of our element, and then we start adding the paint. So So in general, we need white, yellow. This yellow can be just one. This is lemon yellow, this is warmer cat yellow, and this is yellow ochre. We need this more for the shadow part. If you have red, you can add red, and with this yellow would be okay to make a little bit shadow part in lemon. If not, you can add the brown, reddish brown, which is burnt sienna, or even we have dark brown, burnt umber, or Van Dyke, or any dark brown you have. I add just in case the black for the shadow part of the darkness of the leaves, and then the green color. So because of the darkness on my surface is browny, so I would go with the lighter tone to be visible for you. But if you work on a canvas which is white, you don't need to go with the lighter tone. You can start drawing with yellow or yellow ochre, any color, which is a little darker, and be visible on top of the white canvas. So mine is dark already, so I would go with the lighter tone. I mixed a little bit white and yellow together. To have some lemon color. And I'm going to start place my lemon. I don't need to be really accurate and bother myself, but in general, I see these two lemon is on the center, one a little bit higher, one a little bit lower. And the size of the canvas, the size of the surface that I'm going to work with is 9 by 12. So it's good for place it like one here. I mentioned about the top part, which is one here, a little bit the bottom part, the side, or a little I can bring it lower, and here. So the lemon is look like the oval shape, so, or an egg shape. I can draw it like an egg shape, one side here and one side there. I just draw the sides and then try to connect them simple way together. Even you can add some color in it as an oval shape, like that. And you know that in acrylic, always we can fix it, we can come on top and work on top more and more and make it look like the shape that we need. So for the lemon, both sides come out a little bit. Even this side is more like a teeny tiny triangle shape. All right, just add some color, which I have on my brush, to shape this lemon. I think it's a little narrow, so I would like to make it wider. Anytime we can change the shape. So I go a little, make it wider. Till I feel more happy with this. Now I'm okay with it. And you know that these two lemon are our focal point. So we can make it even more exaggerate to make it more bigger, or even the blossom, you can make it larger too. Okay. The second one, which is lower, I start from here, exactly center of this first lemon, and the bottom part is come a little lower as well, but both in the same angle and same position. So start, make it oval like that. Simple shape, just make it oval. Free drawing like that. And then two end of the side has just a bit triangle shape. It's okay as a drawing, but we can add some tone to cover it. Because each layer we work more and more to build our shape is better in our painting. It helps to be more strong with more layers. So if always you work on top of the canvas, you're familiar with the canvas surface. But if you would like to try even one time to work on top of wood, so you need to know that on top of wood is harder a little bit than canvas because sometimes it not dry fast. It takes more time to dry. So you need to be patient a little bit and even know the texture it gives you. So little by little, and need time, maybe hair dryer help you to dry faster for the surface. Okay, my lemon is done, the basic drawing. I have 3 blossom and the rest is some lemon and some leaves. So for blossom, we can just draw a simple shape of a circle and that's it for now. And then add these details of the petals later, or we can just mention about some of them with shadow and light. So I'm going to start with the white color. Mention the top part of the blossom I would like to add and the bottom part, like here. Even you can add the touch the surface, touch the edge of your canvas, or bring it a little bit closer. Then cover this side with the green. So just go with one circle shape and cover it with white, it's okay. Or at the same time, a little bit come like around the edge, make it separate from each other, come higher and lower as a shape of the flower, the blossom actually. For one, I go like this. For the other, I just go one by one to shape and dry to have both idea. And even right away, you can make some yellow ochre, mix with white to make warmer and darker tone for the shadow to separate them a little bit. Because we'll add more layers on it, I'm not worried about the details so far. Okay. For this one, I would go one by one each petal, and it's look like a bowl facing top, like that. So I'm going to draw that first beside my just a simple drawing. So first of all, shape the bowl like that. And then one petal is placed here. The other is come a little bit out like that. And the third one is come like this. The center is a little darker. Oh, I forgot to add the blue color, sorry, on my palette. We need the blue color as well. As I mentioned, for the shadow part, I prefer to have a colorful shadow, not to add the black, because you can have a grayish color when you mix white with black, but it gives you a gray color. For flower, even the shadow part, which is gray tone, I prefer to mix yellow ochre with blue to make this grayish color a little like colorful. To the center. This is gray. This is a light gray color even I'm using for the center part. Separate each petal so far to have an idea the shape. But even another blossom is on the bottom side, so which is a little oval shape. You can mention that too. I'm going to draw that. So far we have just mentioned about the placing of each item in a simple drawing shape. We are not going through the details now. Later for sure we'll add more details and build each item as well, like flower or even the lemon. This is the second flower. And I made another petal a little lighter to show this inside, the shadow part, and that cover it. Even you can bring this here. So you're okay with these two blossom shapes? Third one, again, I try to draw each petal. So it's a little bit bigger. Here, it plays here in the center, the bottom part, but in the middle side. I'm going to imagine this is the center of my flower. The first petal come like that. The other one come from under it to connect. Then the third petal come like this. and then the fifth and the fourth and the fifth one, like that. And then it comes hide under that one. The sixth is a little longer. And that's it. Then color it. For sure, we'll make it more look like the real blossom that we have with adding the paint. But the base is fine. You just need to cover it with the shadow part or with just the white color. The shadow, which is darker, come under this petal. Even that one. Try to cover it with the base color. Later we are going to build it more and more. Okay, these are 3 blossoms and then 2 lemon. But still we have to add some more lemon and then we are adding the green as a leaf. I switched the other brush that it was yellow. This lemon, this one, and the 3 on top, I can add them, just the side of the canvas, and then the rest I'm going to add the green in it. So for the first, I'm going to add one big curve here. Half of it is on the other side of the canvas, so it's not really visible here. So about the yellow color, if I want to mention, yellow is so transparent. So if you want to make it opaque, a little bit white can make it opaque. Or even this cadmium yellow is a little bit like half transparent, half opaque. Better than lemon yellow as a information. So I can mix even sometimes this warmer one. Okay, and then this half is done. The other half is this side. I can cover it. For sure, I know some part is in shadow and I have to make it darker, but so far it's fine. I just want to mention it and then add a tone in it. We have one half here on top. Just mention a little curve on other side of the top, which is yellow here and little yellow here. We don't need to go through the details a little more. That's it. Just mention about those. Okay. Now I'm sure that it's not dry because white is not getting dry fast. It takes time. And we need to bring the leaves on top. But if you see on a model, there is so many like in between the leaves places. So we don't need to pay attention to those to confuse ourselves. Just the empty spot you need to cover with the green. You can make the green light or dark, depend on you. I go a little bit dark, so mix the black with the green. My green is already dark, but I would go a little bit darker to cover it, and then later we can shape each leaves later after we finish one by one the lemon. So I can just go through this green color. I'm coming from the top part. Even we can add some blue tone on it, make it lighter. But the base always better to cover with the paint, so you can go with darker tone. Even if you go through the blossom or lemon, just in case sometimes it's happened, you come inside those parts, don't worry, you can bring them back later and fix your drawing anytime. Even if you like to have texture on your painting, you don't need to be very flat and smooth. You can just take your paint heavy and try to leave the paint on your surface. But when you're close to the edge of the like blossom or lemon, you can go with the tip of brush, which is easier to cover. Like with the tip, turn it like that and then fill it. Just turn closer to the edge with the tip of brush and then bring it a little bit tone on it. Okay, and then very gently come in between the lemon and blossom and color it. Okay. We just build the base of the painting and then let it dry. After that, we are move on to add more details, which is more fun because one by one we build the lemons and then the blossom and make the painting more beautiful. The reason I didn't finish the dark background and then adding the light item is because white and yellow cannot sit on top of dark surface very well. So because of that, I start with place them first and then in between bring the dark of the background. If you see, I didn't use any water in my paint. I prefer my painting look like more oil. Because of that, I'm not using any water in between. But some artists prefer like others other way, like look like a watercolor, because you know that acrylic is water-based medium. You can make it be look like oil, you can make it be look like watercolor. Both are fine. Different technique. For this painting, I just go like most of the time, even I'm like that with the acrylic paint to be look like the oil, and I'm going very heavy with the texture and not adding water in between. But if you add the water, sometimes it gets more time to dry. You can use hair dryer if you like, or you can leave it for like 5 minutes by itself. It gradually start to get dry. Okay, now it's fine. I can start to wait a little to completely everything get dry. So, and I give you time to finish yours too. At the beginning, we start building the paint. First, warmer yellow, and then make it a little darker on this side. So I'm going to start with this warm yellow, mix it with this cooler lemon yellow, and start adding here. Don't worry if you go through the background. For sure, you can later on cover it. Just feel free to mention about the exact color you need on your lemon. And I prefer to be really thick because the texture that we can make, even the thick color, you can bring like that. You need to blend it a lot. Even you can shape and form it like that. When you add the white color, sometimes on the light side like this, it's visible, like it has a texture. So let me add more layers and then I will show you how I make. I would go a little like that. It's like a small brush stroke, but I would make it be a little thick to show the texture of a lemon as well. Heavy paint, short brush stroke. When you're coming to the side, make it more warmer yellow add. The reason I don't like to blend it a lot for specific this one, because we need to finish in 1 or 2 layers. We don't want to go through that like 6, 7 layers. If you go blend it a lot, you need to again wait, get dry, go for another layers. Wait, get dry, go for another layers. But if you go heavy paint and build it, it comes out with more texture, which is fun. And then with 2 layer would be fine to finish it. So the center, when it's wet, is the best time. Some more white. And you see my brush stroke. I go like this side, I change the way that side, just back and forth, change my brush stroke from this side to that side, and then leave. If I see, if I take it from a side, yeah, it's more visible of the texture I have, how much. So the texture get a little bit time to dry, but I feel more interesting. Okay, and then warmer color for the side. try add as much as paint that you can and not let the white of canvas be visible. So now it's time to add more darker tone here. I'm going to add yellow ochre with warmer red. Sorry, warmer yellow. I mean. Oops. Both mixed together give me warm tone like that, which is good for the shadow part. This one to show that the shadow of the leaves come on top. And even for this one, I mentioned about the reddish brown. Even you can add teeny tiny red or reddish brown in your mixture. To completely make one side of the lemon a little darker. But still we need to make lighter too. So at the same time, just the edge need to be yellowy. So cover the yellow as well. That helped to shape the form. And you see it looked like a ball, round ball already. You don't have to do everything with one brush. You can just switch the brush with light and dark. Okay. Exactly at the edge, I go warmer tone. Like that. Darker. I love this reddish brown because sometimes exactly it gives you the shadow that you already knitted. Right that. Like this. And then just touch the edge to be more smooth. Okay. So I think I'm fine with this. I'm okay. If I bring it closer, you can see it's like teeny tiny, like square shape beside each other. So I make it and build it with texture like that. And already because of the light on the center, lighter yellow and around it, and then warmer one, and then the shadow part around, it helps like a ball, which has a little bit of depth. And both, like both side is warmer, make it more round shape. We'll do the same for the other one. For other one, I have already dark color on my brush. I don't want to waste the paint. So I just touch the edge first. For the first one, I go from the light tone to the shadow part. And now from this one, I'm going from the shadow part to the lighter tone. So I just show you both from dark to light or from light to dark. And then just the yellow, pure yellow. I try to use short brush stroke And when I would like to touch them to blend together, I try to be gently, not adding my hard pressure in my brush. I just finished this one as well, and then give you time. And now I'm mixing the yellow with the white to make it lighter for this side. And then switch to just lemon yellow. And then mix just the pure white on it. Already it shows that the lemon is built, but still we need to add the shadow just a bit. So I clean my brush with the yellow. I'm going to add this dark brown. Even if it's easier for you, just go with one line dark like that on the body of lemon, and then bring the little bit lighter yellow and yellow ochre close to the edge, and then try to fade it, which is easier sometimes. I'm going to start this time with the lighter tone because my brush was clean. So lighter is mixing yellow with white to have lighter tone. This side is lighter because it shows that the light come from this side, from the right side. So just go with this lighter color to cover the surface of lemon, and then the lemon yellow with this warmer yellow. Mix them, or even pure yellow you can use if you don't have both of them. And make a texture on it. Then just pure warmer tone or mixing with yellow ochre. The side is yellow ochre. Or even mixing with this brown as well. I mentioned about the green, but I see already yellow ochre has a green inside, so we don't need to add a green now. This is the lemon which is here. And then I can go through that one. Both sides are in shadow, and I already have a dark color on my brush. So I start with the shadow first. Which is darker color. And then warm pure yellow. With back and forth, like blend to each other. Even with the texture, I try to use my brush stroke with different side to add, blend, and mix them into each other. Like that. And then clean the brush. Even with napkin, you can switch with the lemon yellow, lighter one, or pure yellow. And then mix with the white. to have the light on top. Like that. And then you can spread this light color if you like. Like this. If I take from side, it's more visible what happened on my surface. Okay. Then we can come for this one on top, which is lighter. We start from lighter tone. When my brush has a lighter color, I start from the light part. When it has a darker already, I go with a darker tone. So this one has a light color, so I go with the white tone and then move on with darker one. Then clean the brush, move on with yellow ochre, a little bit reddish brown for the side. Okay. Even the same for here. It's a little bit pieces visible here. So I can start with warm and darker shadow. Then add yellow ochre in it. For this one as well, because the leaves come on top and cover it most of the time. You don't need to be worried about this teeny tiny one, which is on the side of our canvas. Okay. Yeah, this is about that. I think we're okay. We are done with the lemon. We have some part which is lighter. We can just mention about the light of the leaves around. We are done with the lemon. So next we are move on for the flowers, the blossom, I mean. So I would work on a flower, on a blossom. If we see that some part is in shadow to make depth inside, and then some part which is on the edge and the light part which is so light. I'm going to make the shadow part with the yellow ochre, blue, a little touch of black, just a bit. So this is very dark. But I need the white color even for the shadow to brighten that. More yellow. Okay. Now my gray color is warm, but it's not dark. It's not black. When you add the black and white, it's just cool. With this yellow color, it make it warmer. So I would go start with this side. Oh wow, it's too much dark. Still, we need to mix it with white color. But I would keep that one. Some case we need very darker tone. Okay. I'm coming again on top to cover the lighter color of gray. but still I would make it more yellowy to be warm. At the same time, I choose another small brush to use the pure white color as well. I go to the side, I try to shape the blossom, the light side of the blossom, and then very gently try to melt these two colors together, the light and dark. This part is very light, so I'm going to cover it again with heavy paint with just a pure white. And then the other side need to be darker. Even this part is darker. And you can see with my brush stroke, even I try to blend light and dark gradually together. Like that. This one is very light. The edge of here is very light, but I use the center dark. And when it's wet, one by one, I go with the petal because I would blend them into each other. When it's wet, at the same time, it's easier to melt each other. But when it gets dry, it's a little challenging because acrylic very fast get dry. Okay. And then a little bit water, make this a sticky paint. A little bit be more normal. Here I start with the pure white. Okay. So we built one blossom. I see some little teeny tiny green inside. I'm going to touch this green with the yellow, mix together for this part, adding a little bit dark of green, like that. And then before move on the other flower, I would like to add this yellow part on the center, which is like a dot, very, very bright. So mix white with yellow with the tip of brush, and I'm going to add some teeny tiny yellow in it. At the same time, you can add some warm yellow too. That shows the center of your flower, but you need to play with yellow ochre, yellow, and the white and yellow to make it busy with this different tone of flower center. Okay. Some can come the other side. Okay, like that. So, and we can move on the other one, this one, or even this one. I go with the darker first. We can cover all the petal with one dark tone, sometimes easier, and then bring the lighter tone. Okay, but I don't want to wait get dry so very right away. At the same time, when I add the dark, I would go with the light too and try to let it blend. Smoothly, and even the edge of this one, and even the side. You see some part of the petal is just bending. I mentioned those. Try to blend this as well. Little feeling of yellow I would like to bring to the shadow. The yellow feeling is because of the reflection of lemon. So I just add some feeling of that. And then I'm coming to add the center. I can go with this warm yellow. Even you can make a little bit thicker. I hope it's visible in camera, but I would bring it closer after I finish it. A little green in some part. Like that. White and yellow. Okay. I just would bring it closer. You can see this details. And then I'm going to finish this one. This has a little more yellow on the edge because of this lemon that it's exactly affect on it. So I'm going to add at the same time a little bit yellow and yellow ochre to make it warm. Even the center of it, it's more just a reddish and brownish color. Then I go with this pure white color here and build this side, a little bit the edge. Even the edge, it doesn't need to be really light. I just try to make it um, just blend, make it smoother. That. Okay, and then we are move on with this brush to add some on the center, like that. Even the green we need sometimes. This brown we need. And even we can add some details here. Yeah, like that. More reddish. Just adding some details to make it look like a flowers. So these two blossoms is done. Now the other one, which is this big one. So still I need to pre-mix some more paint because my paint is finished for my mixture. I bring the blue, I bring the yellow ochre, bring the white to make some. Because during the time it's getting dry and some get finished. Yeah, a little bit yellow. Is good for the shadow part and the pure white color. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to take again the same brush. One is for the shadow, one is for the dark light. So first of all, going with the shadows, some part need more blue, so I would like to have more blue in beside us. I go with that one. Even maybe darker, I forgot to add the black. Black already same as blue, so it bring the blue. If you add one of them, it's okay. You don't need to add the other one. And then at the same time, the white, I don't go through the rest of the shadow. I just one by one move on for the petal, then add the white because I don't want to have a thick white color to cut my flower. I just want to be more smooth and soft. Okay. And then move on with this. And bring the lighter tone to the edge of petal and very gently I try to go through that to blend it. But sometimes we need to start with the lighter tone because, for example, this one has a little more light part than the dark. So I start with the light and then gradually add the darker tone on the other side. You can even make some line with the lighter tone. But when we add this white color here, we need to add the shadow under the other petal. The shadow, I mean, like this. Exactly under this, it's very dark. And even this petal, try to make it more dark. In general, if you see that light and dark, I would add both at the same time. Try to help it be more smooth. It's back and forth. Need sometimes more time. This one more white color we need. If we had one of them be very white, the other has more shadow to have a balance. Okay, something like that. And now we are, let me add just a little bit white here and here. Okay, now we are going to add the center. I'm going to add a little bit green in some part, the brownie color in some part, and even a little bit on top, a little bit this side. After that, I'm going to, sorry, clean the brush first. Make my hand dirty. Okay. And then I'm going to mix yellow with white in some part like here. And it's circly brush stroke. You can make the center. You can play with the colors. Even you can bring some part a little white and some part a little yellow to build this. So this is another flower. Blossom, I mean. So we are done with blossom, lemon, and now it's time for the leaves. Pressure of the leaves everywhere. So if I bring it, you can see some part is light, some part dark, some part yellowy, very dark color, greeny color, look like the sun shine on them, has a yellow in it. So you can play with this part of the leaves, which is more interesting and fun. And I'm going to add some details for those, but not much because we have to keep the darkness as well. At the same time, I focus on one part to finish and then move the other part and then gradually to finish everything. So this part, the leaves is more visible. It's more lighter tone. So I take my yellow, a little green. The one that I see, it's warm. So I would mix yellow with my green to make the green lighter. Even if I add the white color, make it more cooler. So this is a nice green I would for this one. But still, I would add some darker tone as well at the same time. Same as flower, we need light, dark, mid-tone at the same time to have the better quality of the leaves. So my green is start to finish. Okay, so I have this light one. Draw the shape of the leaves. It starts from here. I come down like that, move like here a little bit, cover this one and try to bring the tip to my lemon. And now with the other brush, exactly on the other way, I make it darker. So make this dark color. It doesn't visible much because of the darkness of background, but I will make it lighter a little bit later. I need to bring this dark color first. When I go through the tip, I'm going to use the details more. So even this one need a little darkness when it's wet, just very gently touch it You see that it's blend very nicely into each other. So give me a nice and smooth surface. Still, I need to add some more details, but not now. Little bit like that. And then I would go with some like lighter tone. I would bring some brown, bluey grayish color. So I mix my blue with the green and the black, then make it lighter. It's the cool value with these colors. And I would bring it beside this. As I mentioned, I bring the background just in general, but later on we can make it interesting more because I would make it busy with some leaves and even some darker tone. Some greeny at the same time, bring it. And then this side has more warm color. So I go with this. But still, I don't want to cover all this darkness that I already make it. Just play to bring some interesting leaves around, but not cover all those darkness. And even at the same time, I can go with the branch. The brown can come. I would mention this is the branch. I don't have very dark in the painting, but I would bring some like this. Make it more interesting. And then I would show that it's hide under some leaves. You can even focus on one part, build some leaves around, make it busy, and then call it down like that. A little bit come down like here. Shape as the leaves. One line as the lightness, like that. Try to make it more visible. And then look like another leaves come down, bending here. It is very dark this time, which is this leaf bending down. It's not visible, but when I bring the bluey tone around it, it helps that it be visible. Like here, I just go with the blue color around it to cover it. Some busy leaves, which is come on top of each other, it makes us very challenging. But when you make it just focusing one part, try to imagine what you need to bring and add some more details to finish, then you can move on the other. Then you already finish gradually the bunch of leaves on top of each other. So the other leaves come here, which is dark. And I try to add one stem, connect to this side. Randomly, you see, I just randomly go through to adding some stem like here. That's it. And then in between, make some leaves. Shape like that. That's it. And then if you like, you can make some darkness on it. The shadow part. If you would like to have warmer greens, so better not to use white in it. Mhm. So, and then I go through this one. I know this is sometimes challenging, but I do record it and for sure I will send it. You can just, in your relaxed time, pause and focus on it, follow me. It's much more easier then. So, okay. And I will go through the rest to finish. Okay, thank you so much, Clarice, for joining me. I finished this and then send you the recording. If you have any question later, for sure, you know that you can let me know through email, and then I can critique for you. I can help you through that. So thank you again for joining me. Happy to uh, you come back, and then of course I will send you the recording after it gets ready. So gonna be like 48 hours and 24 to 48 hours. I try my best to be so fast, but thanks again. Okay, come back to finish this part. Just randomly add some light and dark to make it look like a busy part of the painting with the lips. Brush a stroke, make it interesting, but make sure when you're close to the flowers not to go through that or even the lemon. The reason I add the dark color first for the background is because I don't want to make myself worry about go through the flower to fix it or everything. But I don't need to come through those because it's already dark. I just mentioned about the leaves around and that's it. Like some leaves here. Heavy paint. A little bit more blue I need to add. You see that when you bring this bluey value, it helps the leaves come out and be more visible. Even sometimes the reddish brown can give some nice warm effect in it. I make another leaves here beside the lemon. Then to the edge, I go very dark, lighter tone. But sometimes for the lighter tone, I would go a little yellowy, so I go with the yellow ochre to cover it. And if you see, I just try to finish with adding some more light and dark around. Randomly go with the leaves. Even this leaves a little bit longer, I go through. And I go lighter for one side, even more yellowy, yellow ochre to shape it. And then inside the other part, which is darker. I just play with the blue color, with the warm color, with the yellow color, light and dark to build it. As much as details I would add. Yellow white can make it lighter. Even I come here. I make my green warmer with the brown, and I make it darker even with brown and oops, black. Both are okay. Okay. Okay, just add some lighter tone in between randomly to mention that these are a little bit like a light tone on the leaves, because I don't want to be very dark everywhere. So, okay, that's it. I think we're okay, we're done. A little bit this one, I would like to make it more detailish with the shape of leaves. Yeah, and then call it is fine because inside is more lighter, like that. So I mentioned about some light tone inside of the leaves, and then the other side, the bottom part, is more darker. So in some case, I would bring a little bit yellow ochre. Actually, this is like the yellow ochre or raw sienna, both are fine if you use it. Raw sienna is more warmer. Yellow ochre is lighter. Okay. I think we are done with this painting. I don't want to make it add more busy with the leaves and make it messy. So I think everything is in a place that's supposed to be, which is so cool. It's not the easy one at the beginning, but you need to make and bring it in a simple shape, one by one, finish it, and then even cover it one side with some light and dark or greeny tone, focusing on this side, that side, and then cover around it. So now I can say my painting is done. We are finished. It's a beautiful lemon and soft blossom. Hope you enjoy it. So for sure I will work on the recording and to finish very fast and send to everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay, my pleasure, Clarice. Happy to you come back, and I will share the recording with you later on. Enjoy your night and have a great weekend. Take care. Bye bye.